I guess
Hi
Mahesh
guys.
also
Uh,
joining here.
Hi everyone.
So, welcome to Elite Bus and
Hi
this
guys.
session of the company. We are going to discuss about Qualcomm and how we can basically land a dream job, or we can say the coveted job in case of the salary, as per the salary this year. So, we will I will like to introduce Mr. Ansh Balde, Mr. Soumya Sambitra, Mr. Avas Dashgupta, and Mr. Mahesh Mahanti, Ms. Ankita Sarkar, and Mr. Shashank Das, aka Vendetta for the NIT Rourkela fraternity. So let's start this session with a basic introduction from each of the panel and what was the preparation strategy. So I will kick it off with Ansh Abhay Balde. So
Okay.
yeah, Ansh.
So hi everyone. Hope you all have joined. And anyways, we'll be posting this on YouTube later on. So still tell your friends to join if there is someone remaining. And let's just start away with it. So basically, I was selected through the FT procedure at NIT Rourkela, and I had first an online test. For that, we had general like coding questions in for me. Like let's just start off first with the basically the types of profiles that it visitors does. So basically, first one of them is the APT, then like basically APSS. So then there is modern system test, hardware engineering, and then we have क्या था महेश?
Software
क्या था?
था software.
Software.
Yeah, software basically software basically Qualcomm tells that they are visiting for software, but they generally don't hire from our college. Like at least from our college,
Yeah.
that's what has been the trend for past few years. So so I was hired for the APSS profile, and basically my online test had a common aptitude, and I chose C++. So they were like general questions MCQ on like C++ and what was that, data structures, algorithms, those kind of stuff were asked.
Wow.
Mostly syntax based questions were asked. After the online test, I was selected for the interview procedure. Interview procedure happened at like NIT Durgapur, and we had 2 rounds of technical interviews and one HR interview. So basically, those 2 interviews were mostly revolved around my projects and one or two coding questions. That was in my second interview. The first interview was entirely based on my project, and my project was on create like using leveraging GN to predict renewable scenarios. So this was my final year project, and since GN is a new topic, and the panelist was interested to know more about
GM
it.
का full form बोल दे. GM का full form बोल दे.
Generative adversarial networks is basically a form of neural networks that you use for, like, let's say you know about fake images, right? So that's used to create these kind of fake images. GNs are that particularly used for that feature. And my project was on basically predicting renewable scenarios well in advance using GNs. So that's what it was about. And the first interview entirely was around that. And after that, I was like put forward for the second interview, where briefly the project was again discussed, and two coding questions were asked. One was pointer based, one was data structure based, and that's what, like, basically in an interview what happens is that you are ready with the skill set. But what happened with me is that I like fumbled in one of the pointer questions, and what when he was telling the answer, I completed him. So what matters most in an interview is your attitude. So if you even commit a mistake, don't just stop there. Go ahead and correct it. If you like, you will go on and again remember it whenever someone is telling that. So that's where the preparation helps you, and that's where you like should not lose confidence if your one question goes south in the interview. You can always turn it around based on that only. So that's what happened to me for the second interview. The interviewer after the interview also told in the feedback that that's the attitude I kind of like, and if you like can improve and like brush up your skills later on, surely you will get in. So that's what the end of the interview told. Like I felt like maybe not I would be selected, but that's why, like, after that I was put through the HR round, which is like for this company particularly, HR interview is a formality more or less, and like basic questions about your background is asked and nothing more than that. So for this company, but there are companies where you might face good HR interviews as well. So that's what my experience was. So I'd like to pass on to Soumya or someone.
Slight correction in what unsaid, like Qualcomm visits for software, but it's only for testing profile for our college. The
Yeah.
APSS is the software testing and not the dev profile.
Yeah. So
Okay,
basically,
so
even your
yeah.
luck can go ahead and like you should prepare for software nonetheless.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe Qualcomm can hire sometime. Like that doesn't.
In the
It's
future.
not given. Yeah, it's not a given that something like that might happen with you as well. Okay, someone else then.
Okay, if anyone wants to continue from here, they can. Otherwise, I'll continue.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I guess
It's
if
better if we finish software first, then we'll come to hardware.
Five
yeah,
of
yeah,
us are
that's
there.
right.
Ah,
Cool.
So I guess Miss Ankita Sakar is online in the panel, and
Yeah,
she
yeah.
can.
Yes, she's
Yeah.
on.
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Like so, I am from NIT Warangal, and I joined after completing my BTech. I did an intern in 2019 during the summer, and from there I got the pre-placement offer, and then I joined as a FTE on 29th of June 2020. So for the intern, basically what I did was to focus on the software part because I aimed for the software profile. And in Qualcomm, it is basically a hardware and communication oriented company. So when a person from EC appears before them after clearing the OT, they generally expect that the person will know about communication and also about the modulation techniques, a bit of signals and systems, if the person is not totally focused on hardware. If the person is focused on hardware, then the scenario changes. But if you are opting for software, they also check whether your communication and signals and systems background is okay or not, because most of the codings that we do, that is also on related to hardwares or communication systems only. So, like apart from the basic C and operating systems and data structure knowledge, a bit of communication and also the other subjects of EC that are related to this field of communication should be brushed a bit, so that if they ask anything, that can be answered. And also, since our interview was right after the interview of the FTs, like when I was giving interview for interns, uh, I only had one round of interviews where he also asked some HR questions and one coding question he asked, and the remaining of the interview totally revolved around my projects that were there in my resume. So that was it. And also the software and hardware profiles are the two profiles that are presented in our college in IT Warangal. Apart from that, they don't say tell about any other profile. And if someone is in software, they can project them to both dev and testing depending on the projects they have and their interests. Yeah, that's it.
thank you, Ankita. Uh, Anybody else wants to continue?
So, yeah, I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm Shashank. Hi everyone. I completed my dual degree in 2020 from computer science and specialization in information security. I interned with Qualcomm in the summer of 2019, and the process was a bit easier for me. Like first, there was a online test which comprised of questions related to computer organization and architecture, uh, a bit of syntax. There weren't any coding questions as such. Syntax related, yeah, and code snippet output related questions. Then a bit of DBMS, if I remember it right. Yeah. So that was the online test, followed by a telephonic interview. Like for us, the Qualcomm visited first time for internship. So it visited in the month of Feb, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Feb. And then the telephonic round consisted my interviewer only took introduction and then specific project related questions. So the project which I had done, like it for explaining the whole thing, it took around 40 to 50 minutes. So that was the only telephonic conversation which I had, and after that I was selected. So it was one telephonic round, that's it, no HR rounds for me. And yeah, so what I would suggest is go through the like the generic subjects which we have in computer science, like COA, computer organization and architecture, DBMS, code snippet outputs, then syntax error or something like that. Qualcomm as a company doesn't focus much on competitive coding. So yeah, so yeah, that would be it. According to the preparation
Yeah,
strategy, that
yeah,
would be,
that's what.
yeah.
On continuing that on the competitive coding part, so if you are like Qualcomm is a company purely from the software point of view, it's not exactly a software company. If, like to sum it up, like it's basically like Ankita had already said that it's since it's more communication and this oriented. So your competitive coding skills or something like that is not something which you are judged upon in this particular company's interview. What would matter more is your understanding of project based skills, and together with it, if you have basic coding skills, that would suffice well.
Yeah,
And
and focus strongly on your, like, the CV, the projects which you have done. Be thorough with it. Even if, like, suppose for example, some students might have taken it from the GitHub. Be thorough with it as well, because that helps in your interviews. Yeah.
yeah, so it's basically on if you even if you are taking something from GitHub, like Shashank has said, what you can do is always try some particular modifications in it and try to do something new. And if you're trying to do something new, that's what is, gets noticed on the CV. And particularly if, like I'm saying, for example, for my project, it was on GNs. GNs was pretty popular back then, and it was like the hot topic in the image processing. But since my project involved something from my department, which was electrical, so it involved to predict renewable scenarios, that counted as something unique, and that is why he wanted to hear like 50 minutes about my project. That's what helped me a lot because it was something unique. I was able to explain him, and since it was new to him as well, it really helped me. So that basically, you don't do anything right out of the GitHub or something. Try to modify something and like try to read some papers or something, and like you have some papers with codes, like the site is there, you can go over there and search for new papers, search for new codes, and those are the new research topics happening. So if you can build some project around it, that would really help. Like Shashank has already said, like coding is not really important. Focus more on your projects and have some basic coding skills, you will get through.
Okay, I guess I will request Mr. Abbas Dasgupta to give his interview preparation, or basically the preparation tips.
Am I visible and am I audible? Can just someone
I
confirm?
guess, yeah.
Yeah. So hi guys, this is Abbas Das. I was a student of BTech student of NIT Warangal in computer science and engineering department. So my Qualcomm journey was started in 2018 when I was in third year, and I applied for internship ka OT and all. So first it was a OT, like, and then after the OT we had a single round. So, and as Shashank said, it was just one telephonic round of I think 25 to 30 minutes. And so after that, like, I got in. So in they said it's not about the competitive coding skills, but more about the general computer science knowledge you have. Like there is a section on computer science, there is a
Abbas,
section
your
of
voice is
C, C++,
breaking.
all these things, coding things. There's
Abbas,
happy and all.
Abbas,
And
coding पे सर है.
yeah, yeah. Hello, sorry.
Maybe you can turn off your video.
Yeah, then you can
so-
continue. It will,
yeah.
because the voice is breaking.
Okay. Is my better?
No, it's still breaking.
You can turn off the video, not an issue. Then we can.
You can also turn the incoming video off.
Yeah, I've turned off the video. Just one second.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Is my voice better now? Just
Yeah, sure.
So tell me if second breaks. So talking about the OT again, it's a lot about the OT, and more than most of the companies, there's a more focus on the apti, because as far as in our college, I remember that the conversion ratio of people selected for the OT to final selection is pretty high compared to others, because there's only one round and all. So if you can clear the OT well, then you have a very high chance of qualifying for the company. So again, an OT, you have to be thorough with C, C++, and debugging and some computer architecture, so basic stuff. So I think that those things can be covered from Geeks for Geeks and other stuff. And in interview, my interview was like, it started with why you want to join Qualcomm, and I gave some answer like, you have to know about the company. I think this happens in every company, and you have to know well that you have to impress them why I want to join this company. And after that, there was a talk on project. So as Shashank and all said, so for my project conversation wasn't like 40-50 minutes, it was like 5 minutes, because I was in third year and it was just a hackathon based ML project. And I just told him I did this and what was the application and all that. And then there were questions on C, C++, Java, like basically OOPS questions and all these questions. So, and I answered mostly them, and then it happened. So again, the funda of Qualcomm, as many people said, so Qualcomm has a lot of software aspect, but from my personal experience, what I've seen is generally like they mostly feel, if you are in computer science background, you are more likely to get a dev based profile. And if you are in an EC, this is not hard and fast rule, but if you're in an EC based background, then the likeliness of you getting a dev based profile decreases. At least that's what I mean. So, and you get more of a integration testing come development, as Ankita also told. So again, profile dependent, again, your branch dependent it is, but the work, and here's some misconception that there is only testing work. So last year I was in an intern project where it was totally about ML. So there was no communication based, it was totally an ML based project. And now also I am in a project that has all core computer science concepts. Like some people will know the concepts of semaphores and mutex, which are the operating system concepts. So my work is around them. It's more about pointers. So unless you come to industry, you don't realize how important pointers are. So again, following on to that, pointers and pointer algebra and all, these are very important from at least Qualcomm's point of view. So again, there are all these kind of things, but more than your knowledge of any frameworks or Django or those things, how your core CSE concepts are there, like basic coding, those are important, and OT is important. So I think that's mostly about it.
Okay, so I will now ask Mahesh to if you can add something to the points added for preparation.
Yeah, actually, okay. I'm Mahesh. So I graduated from NIT Rourkela in electrical engineering with specialization in electronic systems and communication. So I was selected for internship for the MST profile, which is the modern system test profile. So the internship round, it had first it was a online test round. The second round was a telephonic round. So in the online test round, it had 3 sections. One was the general aptitude section. Then the next section was general programming, which mostly consisted questions of basic C output questions, pointers, and so on. And the third section was based on the profile. Like for modern system test, they were offering communication and electronics. So I had opted for communication. So in communication, the third section mostly had questions on digital signal processing, then signal and systems, and then there was question on information theory and coding, and some digital communication questions. So, and yeah, it was actually organized by HirePro. The entire online test was organized by HirePro, and each section had 20 questions, and each section had a time limit of 30 minutes, and it was a total of 1.5 hours, 1.5 hours, yeah. So after the online test, there was this telephonic interview round. So in telephonic interview round, the interviewer actually asked me questions. First, he started asking about the coursework that I did. So I said that I had subjects from digital communication, wireless communication, and so on. So he asked me questions about my project. So project I had done projects on 8085 and 8051. So he asked a little bit about it. After that, he immediately switched to questions from digital communication. So mostly he asked me questions. Asked me to explain the entire schematic of the digital transmitter block, and then he asked further like source coding, channel coding, which are the topics from information theory and coding. And then okay, and yeah, and I would suggest that sometimes what happens is that the interviewer actually tries to confuse you. Like he will say that is this block coming after the after this or that, so you need to be sure about it what you are answering. He will actually try to confuse sometimes. Then what happened, then he asked me questions on wireless communication, like what is the difference between fading and attenuation and so on. After that, I had done some research about the company, what all things are actually done. So I asked him questions of the latest modem that Qualcomm actually manufactures. And so then he explained what all things they do. And apart from the modem thing, they also do a lot of stuffs. And then that was it. So the interview round lasted for about 30 minutes, the telephonic round, and it was it. But the thing is that I was selected for a modem test profile system test, but my project was from the APSS side, so which is the what will I say, software testing part of the of Qualcomm. And then on the basis of the work that I did, so I was offered the PPO offer.
Okay, so I will now ask Mr. Somesh Amritrath to give an idea regarding how to prepare for what was his preparation strategy. So
Sure. Thanks, Viswatma. So everybody has said a lot of things. So first, I'll just generalize everything. Before coming to the topic, I would like to know if there is anyone in this meeting who is not from NIT Rourkela, or any working professional.
yeah, guys, if you are there, you can obviously
You can just
unmute yourself.
because I can also tell a few points which might be beneficial for you. Otherwise, I'll just make it for NITR people.
I guess.
I think
I
all
guess
are
you can
from
start.
NITR.
NIT
Yeah,
Rourkela, yeah.
yeah. Okay. So, hi everyone. I am Soumya Sambitrat. Some of you probably might have known me, but I was studying dual degree. I was enrolled in the dual degree program, and I graduated in 2020. So I would be covering mostly about how to prepare for hardware section. But before coming to hardware section, let me tell you what exactly happens. As everyone has said, first there would be a CV shortlist, okay, and then there would be an online test, and then there would be multiple rounds of interviews. Okay, no need to write anything. I'll provide you everything in details. Okay, just listen to me carefully, so that if you have any doubt, you can ask later on. Okay. So in the CV shortlist round, they will mostly look for whether you have completed any projects, whether you have knowledge of different industrial tools, softwares, different languages like Verilog. I'm saying this for hardware profile. Then on the basis of that, yeah, they will also look for your CG. CG also matters here. So on the basis of CV shortlisting, then they will conduct the online test. In online test, there will be 3 rounds. All of them have already said about this. The first round would be aptitude. The second, uh, three sections to be means more correct. 3 sections. One section would be aptitude. The second section would be the coding section. We can expect MCQ type questions from C, C++, basics of data structures, and some basics of OS. And the third one would be the profile for which you are applying for, the third section. That can be either hardware, that can be MST, means communication profile, or APSS or software. Okay. So For hardware, mostly the questions will be from digital electronics and microprocessors. Mostly 90% of the questions. You can expect some questions like from operational amplifiers, and you can expect some questions from basics of the semiconductor devices, like basic the MOSFET theory, then transistor theory, all those things. But 90% of the questions will be from digital electronics and microprocessors. Microprocessor means 8085 to be more precise. Okay. Then after qualifying OT, you will be called for interviews. I think for internship they conduct only 1 or 2 round of interview. For full time they conduct at least 3 rounds, or sometimes 2 rounds. So in the first round it would be mostly about they would ask you about your skills, or the things you have written in your CV. Okay, so they would test whether whatever things you have written, is that genuine or you have just written like that. So they would ask you about the projects you have written in your CV, then some basic simple questions. They would try to find out in which areas you are interested or you are good at. Okay, then it would be more like a generic technical interview. In the second and third round, it would be a little bit means core or deep. They would be asking you tricky design type questions. Almost you can say most of the questions will be from digital electronics only, but you can also expect a fair number of questions from that operating systems. Okay, then you can also expect some questions from the concepts of computer organization architecture. Okay, and of course, they can also ask you about the different product lineup of Qualcomm, how much you are interested, means how much you know about Qualcomm, about on what products Qualcomm is making. So those things also, if you have a knowledge, then you'll definitely have an edge over other candidates. Okay, then I'll just brief you about what exactly we do in hardware. So hardware can be broadly divided into 3 parts. Okay, hardware design, hardware verification, and hardware validation, or we also call it hardware testing. Okay, so so when I say hardware, you can means a thought might come to your mind that embedded is also coming under hardware. But yeah, it is correct, but in Qualcomm, the embedded teams are separate. Okay, by hardware I mean the only chip design teams. Okay, so hardware design team, they design the means code, the RTL. Okay, then hardware verification team, they verify whether whatever has been designed, whether that is working correctly or not. Then that design goes for fabrication. Then after it comes from the fab, it is again tested on test boards, and whether it is working properly or not. So validation and testing teams, they do that. Okay, so although we don't have a choice to apply for whether design or verification or testing, but you should have a basic idea what these things are. Okay, you should have an overall idea of the entire VLSI design flow. Okay, I won't say to go entirely into this, but if you are applying for hardware profile, you should have basic knowledge of VLSI. What exactly happens in a chip production, or what are the steps involved. Okay, so you should know these things. You can refer a lot of means tutorials, and a lot of sources are available online from where you can learn all these things. Okay, and if I go by statistics, then for every 100 engineers, hardware engineers, 15 to 20 will be from design. Okay, then 40 to 45 will be from verification, and the rest will be from validation and testing. Okay, so the amount of engineers in design are less, validation and verification are more, because those things are more important than design. One person can write a piece of code, but 5 people would be involved to verify whether that code is satisfying all the requirements, or whether it is working correctly or not. So you should also be prepared to answer some of the questions which are verification related or testing related. I don't think for internship they would be asking such questions in details, but for full time they would be definitely asking. And if there are any dual degree or MTech students here, I would suggest you to take this course, which is also offered at NIT Rourkela, testing and verification of VLSI circuits. That course very seriously. Okay. Okay. Then. Mm, Okay, and I have also seen this trend that now more and more hirings are done through PPOs. Okay, full-time hiring has been reduced. Okay, the company is preferring candidates who have either an internship experience in the company or they are trained freshers. Okay. So what do I mean by trained freshers? So there are a lot of institutes which offer this design and verification courses for VLSI. One such institute is Maven Silicon. There are a lot of other institutes also. So they are basically coaching centers. So they teach us the concepts. In the BTech curriculum, to be honest, we are not taught much about the VLSI and the things which we will be requiring for hardware profile. Okay, so we can always opt for an additional course in these coaching institutes. So they train us for these profiles, and they also and whenever you complete their certification, your chances of getting hired also increases. Okay, then yeah. For the technical interviews, which you'll be facing either for for internship or full time, you have to focus on your CV a lot because most of the questions will be from your CV. They will definitely ask you design questions, some puzzles, okay, and you must have a really in-depth knowledge. If I just give you a tip that if you are unable to answer any question, uh, don't just stay blank. Okay, you can ask for hints. You can ask the interviewer, sir, please provide me some hints so that I can proceed, something like that. Okay, so staying blank does not help. Okay. um, okay, if there are any working professionals in this meeting, then I would suggest that if you have at least 1 or 2 year work experience, then try to arrange a referral. If any of your contacts is in Qualcomm, then you can always arrange a referral from that person for the job or for the profile you are applying for. Okay, and having a referral gives you an edge over other candidates. Okay, so that's it.
Or you can ask us for the referral.
Yeah, you can also ask us for the referral, but I think our referral won't help in campus hiring.
Yeah, for off-campus hiring. Yeah.
For off-campus hiring, our referrals can help. You can always ask for that. You can connect with us on LinkedIn. Okay. So regarding the detailed preparation strategy for hardware profile, I can provide you a pre-compiled text. So I have written all the points, so you can go through that. I'll not be going deep into that. Okay. Let me know if any of you have any questions.
Okay, I guess before they ask the questions, I'll be covering few questions that they had mentioned in the Google form, so
Sure.
that I have compiled few questions.
Okay.
So I'll be asking, starting with Mr. Shashank Das. So is it like the question for you is like I would like to pitch it to you that what's the difference between if we start working on a profile like preparing for software profiles for service-based companies and product-based companies, as in case of Qualcomm, you can say it's a kind of product-based company. So what is the preparation approach difference, and is it like we need to prepare less in case of a product-based company, or any other factor that our preparation varies as per the software profiles?
As far as software-based companies are concerned, mostly in the software-based companies, they have a set of training period, like for a period of 3 months or 6 months, in which they train the students to like get a proper training on the coding part, which they would be doing, and some different stuff which I'm not correctly aware of that, currently aware of that. But if you like compare it with the product based companies, then obviously a student would be preparing for firstly for a software profile competitive coding. That's every student does, most of them, and then followed by the uh, core concepts of computer science, which generally in case of service based companies aren't asked much, like the OS, DBMS, COA. These topics aren't given much importance in the service based companies. They mostly focus on the aptitude based questions. Yeah, aptitude based questions. But in software based companies, most of the focus is on the core concepts. Yeah, so that would be the glimpse of it.
Okay, so I will be asking other panel members if you want to add to this any answer to this question. Any other panel
About
member?
So yeah, about the service-based and the product-based companies, I think, like from my experience, what I've seen is most of the product-based companies, as Shashank said, that there is obviously an in-job training period. So that's why, like most of the product-based companies work on like core concepts of, like as I said, core concepts of coding and all. So more than your knowledge of specific like coding environments, so like space, because you never know that because in every company you have different kind of platforms, internal coding tools, right? So the core skills of your C++ coding or your say your Java, or basically the core concepts that you have are more important in my opinion in product based companies, because if you have the core concept strong, you can adapt to any kind of like any kind of frameworks or something. So a student should focus on core concepts of DS and all for that matter.
yeah, the coding part of it mostly
So
would
yeah,
in the service based firms would be taught by them as well. So for them, like the core concepts aren't of much importance. Yeah,
okay.
for the service based firms.
So yeah. So moving to the next question that I got very commonly is like, is it necessary to have a computer science degree or like any software degree so that you need to bag a job in Qualcomm? So this question I'll be pitching to Ankita Sarkar. So since she didn't have a core curriculum of CS in while BTech life, so was it a difficulty for her or it's like still easy to crack Qualcomm? Am I audible?
Like, yeah. It's like the questions or the application of knowledge of the programming, the thing that is required while working in Qualcomm for the software profilers. The thing is that the basic knowledge is enough. The the core subjects of computer science are not much relevant because here it all of the coding is either on smartwatches or on modems or any other hardware specific things, right? So the basic knowledge about the programming and the data structures are enough, and that we can easily prepare in a tenure of 2-3 months that we get, like in the summer vacation or some or whatever tenure that they are looking forward to prepare in. So I don't think that other than this basic knowledge of programming, the remaining things are that relevant in a company like Qualcomm, because me myself only prepared like the data structures and the programming of object oriented programming and all the basic things that is valid for all other companies, right? So I think that core subjects of computer science apart from these are not quite relevant to Qualcomm, at least.
Okay, so that's a good insight for those who are not having the CS department. So next, moving to a question is like, what is the learning curve during internship period or after you join Qualcomm? So I'll be pitching this question to Mr. Mahesh Mahanti. So if you can answer the learning curve at Qualcomm.
Okay, yeah, the learning, yeah. Just a minute. Yeah, I would say that the basic things that they ask during an internship or during FT. So yeah, the things that we actually do in an organization, it is very much different. So what they do is during the training period, they will actually teach us about the tools and the things that we are about to work. And then indirectly, we are able to use the knowledge that we have actually gained during our college. But the thing is, during our training period, they will actually provide us with valuable insights so that we can actually do our job. And moreover, the thing is that with experience, what happens is that as we are experienced, we can actually take up more responsibilities, and we can actually do our jobs in a fruitful way. So the thing is that in working in an organization, and the things that we actually study in college are pretty much different. A small part of it, yeah, we can actually relate in an organization, but however, it depends from an organization to organization what all things that we actually do. So but the thing is that, yeah, and moreover, I would actually say one thing that Qualcomm has a very open door policy. So open door policy means that suppose we are having any doubts or something, so we shouldn't hesitate to ask our mentors or managers. So yeah, they we can always ping them and ask them our doubts. So yeah, the thing is that if we hesitate, what happens is that we will be actually laid back, and we won't be able to do our job within a particular timeline. So it is actually very important. And the thing is that during my internship, I had a very new project, and I didn't have much idea about it actually. So what happened was I faced many issues, but my mentor, and each intern had a mentor and a manager. So I always used to ping them about the doubts. They actually cleared them at every point of time, and then I was able to actually complete my tasks within the stipulated time, and then I grabbed the PPO. Yeah. So yeah, if a person is having doubt, he shouldn't hesitate. He or she shouldn't hesitate. They should ask the doubts immediately. That I would actually suggest. Yeah.
Okay, then I will be moving to the next question, and I will be pitching it to Mr. Avas Das Gupta. So, actually, we have seen that there is a big hype that Qualcomm is a hardware-oriented company, and still we see that a lot of software engineers get into the company. So, what is the point of view? What justifies this thing?
Yeah, I'll talk about this by giving like my specific intern experience. So my team was a component of the modem team. So in my team ka case, so the work was somewhat, the original work was somewhat related to C, C++, and the code modem ka code, which is also software and involves networks and OS and all. But I asked my manager first. He asked me, "What are your interests?" I told him my interests are machine learning. So he told me, "Okay, there is some concept of using machine learning in this like even in this thing, and how you can optimize using machine learning and give better results, so you work on this product." So that was like my first experience of seeing that if you're interested in doing something, even if that's not the code aspect of Qualcomm, then you can pursue it. So and then after that, my whole intern project was on this machine learning ka concept. So about that, so and yeah, talking about like this is a very big misconception, and the reason why this misconception comes is pretty simple. Because again, that's not a, I don't know it's a good or a bad thing, but generally they give coding development profiles to CSE people, and they hire a lot of EC and Triple E people. They mostly don't give the code dev profiles, and that's why since the number of people that are more, so this has become kind of a misconception that it's only dev, like only testing and integration type. But I have a friend who works with security, and he works with Netflix and all those companies. And me personally, I work in a team where the clients are Google and all. So my work is all about C, C++, Python. Some teams work on Java. Some also work on Django. So all kinds of software things you can see. You talk about web development. AI is full all over Qualcomm. You talk about security and privacy and networks, and all these core concepts are always used. So it's more about the team, and your interests are also valued. So I think, yeah, that's a misconception. And again, yeah, it's team dependent. If you have bad luck, then maybe you may end up in a team where the software is not so much. But overall there is a lot of like, this is what I liked about Qualcomm is more than most other companies, the scope of work is much more. From the fields in which Qualcomm works is much more, and you can get core CSE ka concepts of all kinds. So that was my experience.
Okay, thank you, sir. And then now the very important question that basically burst the entire Google form is to Mr. Ansh Avivalde. So, what is your take on 6-month internships? And recently, NIT Rourkela has approved the 6-month internship thing. And also previously, many institutes of India were having 6-month internship. So, do you think that Qualcomm is going to take a lot of students just because of the 6-month internship? And basically, semiconductor companies are going to take like in SACS.
Yeah.
all this.
So what I can say for certainty is a point of view from semiconductor companies rather than speaking from the point of view of Qualcomm, because no one knows their hiring targets, not even the employees. It's the main common misconception which many may have. So in general, but as a like placement coordinator for the last year, what we had seen, like when we had contacted a number of companies, there were a lot of semiconductor companies which have a policy of 6-month internship before they test out the candidate in a full-time basis. Take Intel, take SanDisk, take Nvidia. Any of the leading semiconductor companies have this policy, and now even Qualcomm is now adopting to the newer method. Our college was an exception for a long time for Qualcomm, and we didn't used to do 6-month internships up till now. But since Qualcomm's hierarchy in the hierarchy of the Qualcomm, this
I guess your voice is breaking, Ansh.
I think he is disconnected.
Okay, so Soumya Samvit, if you can give some add-ons till Ansh joins us again.
Yeah, sure. Whatever Ans was saying, I mean, that's correct. Most of the leading companies, they are hiring only um, the people who have interned in that company or have some prior work experience in that field. Okay, so they are not preferring freshers generally. To add to the list, there are some other companies like NXP, Samsung R&D. Okay, then there is Western Digital, then AMD.
yeah, so that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, continue.
companies like we have companies like Nvidia, Intel, Samsung already Soumya said, and obviously Nvidia then SanDisk, Western Digital, like these companies are only have this policy of 6-month internships up till now.
No, not with
Even
not with
Qualcomm,
Samsung, not with Samsung, not with Samsung.
Samsung का भी लेते हैं रे दूसरे कॉलेज से
हाँ लेते हैं but
Samsung hardware.
हार्डवेयर बोलो
Samsung Semiconductor ना
तो
Semiconductors.
हाँ
okay
इन जनरल सेमीकंडक्टर कंपनीज का जब आ रहा है तो सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं आना चाहिए रोल माइंड में तो या सो बेसिकली मतलब व्हाट सेमीकंडक्टर कंपनी का ऐसा होता है जनरल पॉलिसी इज दैट यू टेस्ट आउट द कैंडिडेट and then hire him for the full time basis. So what happens necessarily up till now in like Qualcomm's hiring policy up till now in the our college was that they used to hire FTEs, but since the Qualcomm hierarchy is now saying that they will only hire through the 6-month interns, so that number may rise. You may see some FTE offers for BTech or something like that through internship of normal summer internship, but the 6-month internship will gradually come in the Qualcomm scenario as well. So that really covers the entire semiconductor industry, which would be hiring only through the 6-month internship procedure. So that's a really big win for us in the terms of what will happen for you guys in NIT Rourkela, especially if someone is from other college. You obviously have already the 6-month internship policy, so that's something we were waiting for a long time. And if you just like move on from the COVID scenario, you will see an ample amount of opportunities coming up uh, in form of these internships. As also for the COVID situation, 6-month internship is a better option for a lot of the other companies as well, not only semiconductor companies. This scene will also change because now the companies are reluctant to hire on a full-time basis. So you can see even not only on campus, off campus, more opportunities through 6 months you can go, that you were obviously getting. To add to that, now on campus would also be having this 6 months internship. And Also, for like future upcoming batches, you guys might have the fast-paced program. So even BTech
Hans,
is going.
has this 6 month program been approved for BTech also?
It
I
Yeah,
would
think
be
it
for
was.
the
approved.
upcoming batch.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
for
for the
the.
upcoming batches.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So
they
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 can
can
they
go
can
the
they
fast-paced
can
program.
yeah, fast-paced program. They can go for fast-paced program and then
Yeah.
do the internship in last semester.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So even that
That's
circular is public now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Shashank.
because you can be involved in a much larger project than a 2 months during the 2 months internship. You can't work on a lot of things, right? Not on a bigger project as such. So 6 months is always a better option than a 2 month period to judge a candidate.
Yeah.
So,
And also,
so I guess,
more
yeah.
in yeah, more in the sense of candidates purview, you will also get to learn a more in 6 month internship, and that can count even if you can like switch over the companies. That will help more than a 2 month internship to you.
Yeah,
So like everything's a positive on that front, even
because
if
you
you
would
don't
have
get a pay.
yeah
Yeah.
because you would
Yeah.
have had a greater exposure with the product line or the yeah something of that sort. Yeah.
So I would
Hmm.
like to ask Ms. Ankita and Mr. Awas if there is something this kind of internship or thing or fast-paced programs going to be introduced in NIT Warangal or some.
Uh, as far as my knowledge goes, like in NIT Warangal, we never had this 6 month ka concept at all. Like I think some
Okay.
colleges are at Warangal, it's not there. And this year also, like this year, all the intern drives happened. So from the placement coordinators, what I heard, there was no talk of 6 months. So at least in this year, at least there's no talk till now. Like I don't know about what happens in future, but in
Okay.
NIT Warangal, it's mostly the intern, 3 months intern, and then PPO. That format exists.
Okay, thank you for that info. And I will now move to a very important question now in the corporate world. That what should be the domain selection for as per the gender? Should there be a domain selection as per the gender so that we have a good work-life balance? So I'll be pitching this question to Ms. Ankita Sarkar. If you should see the domain and apply for it, if you are a girl or a boy in that kind of sense.
Like as far as Qualcomm is concerned, like there is nothing related to like on-site work or anything like that, and also there is very flexible timings in the company. So I don't think that there can be like you should need to think that okay, I'm a girl, so I need to think about some other option, or I'm a boy, I can go for this. There is nothing like that, at least in this company, because the girls are usually allowed to leave the office before 7 p.m. They are not held back after 7 p.m. mostly, and if they are being held back, they are also like dropped off by the office cab. So that issue is resolved, and also the work is not like it doesn't involve that kind of thing which should be a problem to a girl or should be an advantage to a boy. So I guess in that thing for this company, the gender decision is not valid because it is the same for both girls and boys.
Okay, that was a good insight to it.
If
And
if you
now,
can use your brain and if you can use your computer, then you can work for Qualcomm, no problem.
Yes.
Yeah, I
okay,
wanted to add that there is no work on subfloor. Like in manufacturing industry, there is work on subfloor. So yeah, so here there is no subfloor task uh, that should matter actually. Yeah.
Exactly.
well, I
No one
guess
has done this.
so. I guess people should be more interested to, at least the girls should be more interested to join Qualcomm this year. With that point from Mahesh. So now moving to the next question, that is, I'll be asking this to Soumya Samvit, is like what's your take on the semiconductor industry's growth and what how do you see Qualcomm is going to rise in few years, or the recent Nvidia acquiring the ARM holdings is going to
Yeah. So I'd like to share this news first. Maybe all of you might not be aware of this news. So what processor goes into our mobile devices? That processor is actually made by a company called ARM. Okay, so we purchased. So you generally see Qualcomm Snapdragon SoC. So SoC contains the processor and a lot of other IPs. Okay, a lot of other things. So that processor comes from ARM. So basically, we can say ARM has control over each and every mobile device on this planet, almost. So this acquisition, so NVIDIA wants to. It's, I think, almost finalized.
Finally, sir,
NVIDIA,
it's fine.
yeah. So
Yeah,
NVIDIA,
कुछ बाकी है अभी.
हाँ, sorry.
कुछ बाकी है. 3 or 4 weeks लगेंगे
हाँ,
finalize.
Okay.
Who's
So
next?
circular
so
job.
thing is, NVIDIA is planning to completely buy ARM, and if NVIDIA does so, it will have the entire mobile market in its hand. Okay, so a lot of companies which are in semiconductor business, they're not happy with this decision. Okay, of course, after that news. A week after that, I should not reveal the internal details, but a big project also got cancelled in Qualcomm. So, going by the revenue figure, I don't have the exact figures, but whatever I have heard, revenue is fine. Qualcomm is making profit, काफी profit कर रहा है. And
लॉकडाउन में
okay,
ज्यादा
and
लिए हैं लोग फोन.
Numbers run there. Numbers run there.
numbers रहने दे बस. So we can expect that Qualcomm will hire in good numbers in the next coming 2 years. I think Ansh and Vendetta can give more insights on this, on the numbers.
Technique.
Numbers is something like
Yeah,
again like. So what you saw for our batch, it was 29 was the number, and your like upcoming interns like 18, no, right? Am I right? 18 interns were hired, right?
18.
Yeah, 18 interns
Six
were.
of
So
2 months,
Yeah.
I think,
that's
and
something
11th of
for BTech. It's a big achievement thanks to the like our lower batch which has achieved this now, and it's really exciting to see that so many students are right now like focusing their entire skill set on this particular company, and you can expect the numbers to even rise more given the position of Qualcomm. The things are obviously going to go north now instead of being south. So, like particularly now, we have a for India now the 5G is, like program is getting ahead, and we might see bump in the hiring numbers in the upcoming years. If
We are
Shashank
still
wants to
Okay.
add.
We are still expanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will add here
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
I recently, when I mentioned that Qualcomm, I'll be conducting a talk about Qualcomm. I got hundred of rants from few people, like Qualcomm इस डिपार्टमेंट से क्यों नहीं लेता है, Qualcomm EI से क्यों नहीं ले रहा है, Qualcomm VLSA वालों को ही
Yeah.
उठाता है. So
I'm coming to that.
yeah. Yes, so Mr. Sambit and everyone out of the panel, you
Okay,
can break that myth.
before we come to that department or branch thing, okay,
Yeah.
I'll say this: कि Qualcomm is not just into mobile or modem business. Okay, Qualcomm is also venturing into the wearable sector. I think Ankita also mentioned about this.
I'll tell that there are
Yeah.
industrial IoTs, connected
Yeah.
cameras, wearable
Yeah,
devices. I am
and
part of the
and
IoT
and
team.
and
yeah.
one very
Also, I
important
wanted
thing,
to add.
it is also venturing into the compute segment. Okay, means
Yeah.
it will be
Okay.
making chips
Yeah.
for server CPUs and for laptops. Okay,
Also
so
into VR.
And laptops is
Yeah,
already there.
it's
It's
already
safe.
there. It's already there. ARM
laptop
laptops are
already
already
is
there.
there. Also, I want to add that they are actually going for the robotic segment. Also, they have started working on the robotic segment. I'm also currently
And
working on that. So yeah. So apart from only Qualcomm does not only work on mobiles. There are many segments like in Bluetooth headphones also a chip goes, and obviously wearables are there, and many other things are obviously there.
And there are also a lot of projects which are specifically for automotive sector.
yeah, so
Um,
that's what industrial
Yes.
IoT udhar hi aata hai.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
that's really important. Like whatever you see in movies, like for example, if you go into a supermarket and you will pick out your components and like the computer will check you out, everything that would be automated in terms of industries. That is something which is Qualcomm venturing into,
Best
and
example, Amazon Go.
yeah, so
correct.
that's
Amazon. Yeah.
बोल
बोले.
हाँ तो वो बेसिकली वही है तो if you have something like Soumya was already saying, in automotive industries there is a lot of automation that happens in a plant, so these plants would communicate with each other, like each manufacturing plant would communicate with the supply, and everything would happen over internet. And how can it happen on a normal internet that is present now? 5G is the future of that happening, and that's where Qualcomm comes into play.
No, that's also. I was referring to the Qualcomm chipsets in the infotainment systems and connected car
अच्छा हाँ
technology.
वो भी है
Yes,
वो
yes,
भी है हाँ.
infotainment system. It goes in the cars and those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it's already very popular in the cars right now. Means they don't
Most of
directly. Yeah, most of the cars they have Qualcomm chipset based systems.
most of the car companies you see, they have the infotainment system. Yeah, from Qualcomm. The chipset
Yeah.
that would be used over there is Qualcomm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then let's come to the next thing, that which department has an edge over means other department. So to be honest, EC has an edge over EI. Okay. This is something which is not spoken publicly. Okay, because this might hurt sentiments of people. Uh, and irrespective of your department, okay, if you have knowledge in no, I won't say that because I have not seen that, but I have seen in LinkedIn, they say that so some cases I have seen this. They are not from Secretarial department, means not from either double E or EC or EI, and yet they have been hired in hardware profile. Okay, but in campus hiring. Generally, we don't see that. We can expect a good number of hires from EC. EI, if they're fortunate, then they might get hired for internships or FD. I was fortunate. I did my BTech in EI and my MTech in VLSI. So I got fortunate there. So since
And
my
also one more fortunate thing happened to you is that your roll number is in
yeah, my roll number is
EC.
also very lucky,
EC.
2020.
Yeah, yeah.
No, not 2020. Your roll number is
No,
EC,
it is
right?
from EC,
Okay.
So when you
Okay.
go to an interview and show your resume, the first thing that comes to anyone's
Will
mind
pop
is
up
that you
in.
are from EC.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, one
anyways,
thing I would
That's
like
the
to add.
advantage that dual degrees AI people have.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
dual degree
one
AI
more thing
people,
I would like
everyone
to
is.
add that in on campus, yeah, they will give means they will allow certain branches only, but in off campus it actually depends. The branch
Huh.
thing doesn't matter that much.
Off
On
in
campus,
off campus, if you have work experience and if you
yes,
have a
got it.
recommendation, nothing can stop you. Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
there they won't look at your branch or your past or anything. Nothing.
yeah.
Yes.
This is
So I
generally
guess
instrumentation.
those who are attending the session are going to get recommendation from all the six of in this panel
We would
for
be happy
sure.
to recommend it. Means
Recommendation
recommend few
for
people.
only from one works.
Aha.
That works. Repeated
Instrumentation.
recommendation doesn't work.
And
Yeah.
that's also a thing.
Anyway, मैं
So
एक point वो बोल रहा था, instrumentation
हाँ
is entirely based on like other colleges instrumentation courses. So
ha.
that is basically instrumentation and control engineering in Trichy, if I'm not wrong, and
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a couple of other colleges that I don't remember right now. They also do not have electronics and instrumentation in their lane. So this is
But I think our PCs they did a good job to
yeah. So like
convince.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically that's what happened in our case is that
Ha.
like I'm telling this from personal experience. I was handling Qualcomm, and since they had removed EI as a eligible branch, we did entirely push for EI branch, and they did get eligible. But again, that's something which took a lot of convincing, because they are of a mentality that like instrumentation isn't basically a manufacturing course or something like.
They
And
Yeah,
don't
they
know
like
that
instrumentation and
curriculum
yeah,
control
is
goes
almost
more
same
industrial.
till third year.
it's entirely same as EC. Like
Yeah, like, one or two courses are different, but
yeah,
mostly
even
it's same.
EI
Yeah.
has extra courses than EC. They learn everything as which an EC student would, as well as instrument question courses. So that's something plus you will get as an EI student. But obviously, there is some bias which might arise in the minds of any of one who is interviewing you,
That
that
definitely
you are
arises.
not. But again, that really matters on your knowledge self. If you can go ahead and
Yeah,
go to
yeah,
the
yeah.
interview and convince like Soumya did, you will go ahead and get selected.
Okay,
Uh,
so
And yeah, one more thing I would like to add.
yeah.
From electrical, if one is opting for Qualcomm, they would mostly look for a hardware profile rather than a software profile. Means,
Sure.
yeah, I luckily got a project in software profile, but however,
But currently we're at software.
yeah, I'm saying, yeah, but I'm saying the thing mostly when you're opting for the internship, I had seen that there were some people they opted for the software thing. They got selected in the OT, but they were given the hardware
Yeah, that's
profile.
what happened with me as well. I was selected for the modern profiles interview, but
Yeah.
when my interview happened, they switched me back like after 2 minutes because obviously my CV didn't match with the modern profile. So I got
Yeah,
interviewed
yeah,
for
those things
it.
happen. Those things happen. If
Those
they
things.
see that you are suitable for some other profile, they'll switch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So now I guess I have now got some pop-ups regarding there are people who have got selected in Qualcomm this year and going to join Qualcomm. So they have the questions to ask to you. So I guess are
Sure.
you online, guys? Those who pinged me that you are,
Yeah, you
then
can
you can,
turn on your camera as well.
yeah, you
Sure,
can
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
sure.
on your camera and ask directly. There's no issues.
Sasank wants to
I'll,
see everybody's face.
okay, let me check. Is he
And
online?
hopefully we'll meet in January.
Uh,
January, huh?
Where are the guys?
If everything goes right.
Hello,
Sir,
seniors.
और कोई particular
Yeah,
questions
yeah,
आ
he's
गया?
online,
yeah, yeah,
guys.
go
Yeah,
on, go on.
Camera भी on
Okay.
कर ले bro.
Hello, seniors.
go.
My name is Atreo. So this year I sat for the internships and I filled for the software profile, but I was selected for MST communications one. And
Okay.
I was listening to all of this, and it was mostly focused on software and hardware. And I wanted to know what's the profile for communication, what all
Okay,
work we will have to do.
okay, okay.
Oh,
I will actually
just one thing.
answer it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, continue.
I was going to ask what all work we'll do, what all I should learn before going there. I'm from EC actually, and what should I do there for getting a possible PPO?
Okay, yeah, possible. Yeah, this thing is that see, hardware. Apart from hardware, there is software. In software, it is divided into MST, which is the modern system test, and one is the APSS. APSS is the which is the application program system test. So that is
नहीं,
the software
application
testing part.
processor subsystem.
Mm-hmm.
ठीक है, okay.
No, with
So
them.
in MST, what is there in modern system test? Mostly they are working on LTE, means the 4G and the 5G. They are working on like the physical layers and those things. And the thing is that yeah, there is no need that some prerequisite knowledge you should have. It is better if you have knowledge on the 4G and the 5G and the MIMO, OFDM, and those techniques. What all things are there about wireless communication you can read, and then the here the mentors and the managers that you would be assigned, they will give you ample resources so that you can actually utilize them. And I'll say that the PPO thing, it is very chill, means the amount of work pressure that an intern has is very less. So they will give some amount of tasks and then you will have to report them. But it may happen that the mentors and managers are quite busy doing their stuff, so you shouldn't hesitate while you are having any doubt or you are encountering a problem. You should immediately ask them. And yeah, in 2 months internship, in 3 months internship period, you will have a midterm review sort of thing. So there, with other group of interns, you will be presenting to the business unit lead, and your mentors and managers would be there. So yeah, that's just like a formality. But the major thing is that on the basis of your performance, the mentors and managers will fill a review prior to your. Suppose your internship would be ending on some particular date. Prior to that, 2 or 3 weeks earlier, they would be actually filling a review. On the basis of that, you will get shortlisted. And the
Okay.
tasks that they are giving, so it's not that hectic and it is quite chill. Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'd like
since
to add
this,
some points.
yes,
I'd like
yeah,
to add some points.
yeah.
First of all, congratulations, Atreo, for getting selected
Thank
for
you
the
so much.
internship. Okay, so there are certain teams in Qualcomm who are working only on modem. Okay, on the RF part also. So, do you have any info that which team you're getting?
Actually, he's getting
No,
MST, so
Only
I,
MST.
I
Only
don't
MST
I don't have an info. My
right now.
that
Okay.
HR interviewer told me that
Okay.
please don't request to change teams or change project afterwards. We are totally clear on this. You're being hired for MST. So are you?
Okay.
Is it okay with you? If it's yes, then he will
Okay.
take
So
it.
Do you know
okay.
your
Okay.
interviewer's name? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
do
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
his
I
name,
basically
his or
wanted to
her
know
name?
that.
Yeah,
But
because if you know the interviewer's name, then you would be mostly in
In
their
his
team,
team. Huh.
his or her team.
no,
Her team.
no,
Sorry.
it's not
Okay.
mostly like that. It's not mostly like that. In my case, I would say that I was
Special case.
actually I was actually
Hmm.
selected for the modem system test profile, and the interviewer actually said me to read stuffs on 4G, 5G, then on computer architecture and some sort of things. But then when I was assigned the project, then the mentor and manager were very different, and then the project was also very different. And yeah, it will not happen that
But
the
again,
person who's
mostly
interviewing you, he will be your mentor or manager. So it actually
बट
totally
अगेन उसका
depends
बोल
on,
चुके हैं ना, झांसी
yeah.
उसको बोल चुकी है ना कि उसका एमएसटी प्रोफाइल ही रहेगा, इट
हाँ
कांट
हाँ,
हाँ
चेंज.
ठीक है
तो
ठीक
रहेगा
है,
ही
एमएसटी प्रोफाइल
एंड
रहेगा, बट
मोस्टली
एमएसटी के
टीम
अंडर
रहेगा.
भी बहुत कुछ है ना, तो यू कैन नॉट
बट
से
स्टिल,
कि
या
हाँ
Okay,
ऑब्वियसली.
okay, Atreya. So what I was saying is,
Hmm.
till then, okay, till you know which exact team you are assigned to, you can prepare digital signal processing properly. Okay,
Hmm.
wireless communications, analog and digital communications. Okay, then another very important thing, information theory and coding. That thing would be covered in fourth year. Okay, but
Okay.
you would be
Okay.
requiring knowledge. Okay, on that.
Okay.
Then another thing, if you can, then try to do a project on software-defined radios (SDRs).
Software
SDL
defined
SDL
radios.
Yeah, if you
software
are by any chance if you get core MST team,
संबित
then
संबित
ha ha.
संबित
हाँ
संबित
हाँ हाँ
इंटर्नशिप
Basically,
है, इतना
what
इतना
Thomas
नहीं
trying
होगा,
to say
इतना
is
हाँ
नहीं होता
इंटर्नशिप में देखो
there is a
इंटर्नशिप में
lot of
इतना
things
लोड
in
कुछ
this
नहीं होता है
Okay,
ठीक है
okay.
Yeah,
I will like to say that.
Atre, see,
No, I'm just
Wait,
I'm
wait, wait,
just
wait.
saying
I
because he
just
was
want to
interested to know.
bring up this. Yeah, yeah, I just want to
see,
bring up
Atre,
this.
Atre.
Yeah.
Shashank,
chill
one
man.
minute. I have
हाँ कोई.
guess I have here 4 people who got PPO in Qualcomm, and Soumya Sambit and Ansh got FT. So I would
Uh,
basically start with those 4 people. What is your view? How it's easy or hard to get a PPO, so that everyone be clear.
इट्स
Okay,
sure,
for
sure.
Mahesh has said it's easy. Now
इट्स इजी
Ankita Saka, if she has a point here. So
See, see,
how
see.
was your internship?
Before we start, just I'll
Easy,
tell you one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe they're having this doubt because in the past, say only 5 or 6 people were getting selected for internship, so everybody got PPO. But now 20 people have been selected. So will
The
everyone get PPO?
conversion rate is still good with Qualcomm.
but
Okay, okay,
see
So
okay.
see
So
the
you clarify
see
that.
the see one more thing the मतलब कि ऐसा है कि the things that suppose you are reading 4G 5G wireless communication and those sort of things, but in MST there may be some things which may not be related to this, okay, which is not in the curriculum and this, so they will give you ample time to learn, so there is no issue,
That's
okay,
correct.
and they
Exactly.
will give you ample time to learn, and the tasks, and it is not much hectic, okay, you just need to report them back, and then everything is quite chill, I can say you that. But I
adding
can
on
say,
And
this,
see one more thing,
yeah, both.
in the internship procedure usually we have the telephonic round and that one technical interview which is the telephonic round, but in FT we usually have two rigorous technical rounds, okay, after the OT, and then the HR
FT
round,
should go intense for
okay,
that.
so yeah, and
So
yeah,
Yeah,
so
Ankita,
I was-
बोल उसको बोलने दे पहले.
बोल लो बोल लो.
अच्छा बोलो बोलो जिसको बोलना है बोल लो.
no,
Ankita,
continue, continue.
your process was simple or
Okay,
what?
okay. Anybody else wants to ask any doubt? Let's just.
नहीं, Atre, Atre,
Wait,
सुन.
wait. I had asked all the four
Okay,
interns
okay,
to
okay.
their.
Sorry,
Shivanshi
sorry.
is
I missed
raising
that.
Continue.
raising hand.
Yeah, Ankita ma'am. Yeah.
अंकिता बोल ले.
1 minute, Shivanshu. Ankita ma'am, you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the point is about the easiness of getting a PPO, right? So
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like in our college, also the main thing that I heard after, like before going for the intern, is like you will surely get a PPO if you don't do something very wrong. Unless and until you do something very wrong, you stay assured that yeah, you will be getting a PPO. That's the thing I heard during my intern time. But if they are taking 20 people for intern, at least you should expect that 15 to 16 people are going to get converted, right? That, I hope everyone agrees with me,
Yeah,
because
Yeah,
that's the usual
Yeah, the
thing that is
internship conversion rate is quite good.
Good.
Yeah.
but
Follow.
see, your main
Uh,
focus should be completing your task within time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only
okay.
thing you have to focus. You don't
Yeah.
have to put much effort into it.
Hmm.
As soon as you get the task done, that's fine with them. Even if, see, I'll tell you, within a day, like it's ideal that you have to work for 8 hours for most of them. But even if you complete your task within 2 to 3 hours, then that's fine. That would be fine by your mentor and manager. So just get your task done.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on
Okay,
to
To
Shivanshu, you
add on
can. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
To add on to that point, I think that one thing that I saw is there's not like a fixed timing or that kind of thing ki 9 to
Yeah.
6, 8, 10 to 5 wo nahi hai. If you want to come like mentors, managers, everyone tells that okay, you have this much of work to do, you have to finish the work. Now, if you want, say, I want to take rest, I don't want to work in office, or say because everything is online for at least CSE people, most things are online. So you can work from home if you want, which all of us are doing now. So if you are today, you can finish at night. So often it has happened that I was not feeling good in office. I came and did this work in night in my hotel. So at the
Also,
yeah. So
also there is
basically,
a sleeping room in office.
yeah.
We'll come to the perks. We'll come to the perks after this, but let's hear Shivanshu. Shivanshu, you can unmute and speak.
Hello everyone. I'm Shivanshu, currently a sophomore in EC at NIT Rourkela. Actually, I wanted a view like for applying in the hardware domain, like what skill set should have one in third year apart from the core study that can give you extra edge, and what all projects can also give you advantage.
Soumya.
I'd like to take this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Obviously.
Sivanshu, uh, okay, you are in second year, right?
Yes.
Huh. So focus on doing projects, and also take care that your academic performance is not going down. Okay, I'd say try to have a CG of greater than 8.5. Okay, CG matters. And it's not written anywhere, but it matters. Okay, if you have better CG, then the chances of getting selected for internship is higher. Then I can suggest you to go for some embedded projects. Okay, if you are very means if you want to learn a lot of things on your own, and if you are really interested to work in the core VLSI field, then you can also start learning Verilog. Okay, you can but again, I think for second year student that would be too much, but you can certainly do those things as you enter into third year. And you can also do a lot of projects on FPGA. But for now, during your second year, try to complete some projects on microcontrollers. Okay, you can go for the Arduinos. You can or if you are very ambitious, then you can also go for some ARM microcontrollers. You can do some projects, some IoT projects also. There is a complete ecosystem of chips called the ESP8266. You can go with those chips and develop the projects easily. Okay, and try to get an acknowledgement for whatever work you do. For example, if you are doing any project, then try to show that project to your professor. Try to get a note from your professor, or a review from your professor, or a letter of project completion, that under his supervision you have completed this project, or anything like that. That is always better than doing hobby projects. Okay, and other things, for interview preparation, don't be bothered. You can always prepare for OT and interview in your third year. Don't be bothered from now.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And as Soumya Samit mentioned about the ESP286, yeah, the Python enthusiasts also need to work on that, because we need to enter the hardware sector also by using MicroPython. So those chips are supporting MicroPython. So those who have learned Python, you can use it.
Yeah,
So any
sure.
other questions from the panel?
I have some more
Yeah,
questions too.
Sure.
please.
Yeah, what happened? I actually
Atle,
didn't take
okay.
any. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yes, sir.
Uh,
I didn't take any project from any professor in my branch or from
Mhm.
anywhere actually.
You're
So
already selected,
now,
man.
so should I
No
push now
issues.
because
No,
That
no,
would
no, no.
count in your PPO deciding
पीपीओ
factor.
मिल जाएगा रे चिल मार
PPO मिल
Yeah.
जाएगा, chill मारो बस बस.
अच्छा
Yes.
एक और क्वेश्चन
हाँ, हाँ,
ये
बस
मैं
मैनेजर
जैसे
को खुश रखना, बस
हाँ.
मैनेजर वगैरह को खुश रखना,
Manager
बाकी
को
करना।
अरे देख सिंपल है, मैनेजर को पटा के रख, उसके
हम्म,
साथ टच में रहे, हर दिन उसके साथ अपडेट देते रहे, उसको हमेशा
हाँ,
अपडेट देते रहे, खुद के एंड से देते रहे.
ठीक
Maybe,
है
yeah,
maybe,
हाँ,
maybe
वो एकदम
all the
है.
selected interns can have a session with the past
yeah.
interns. Later on, not now,
No,
because a
no.
lot of people are here
Actually,
to know how to
Okay, I
prepare.
will
Okay.
conduct that also. I will also conduct that.
yeah.
Not
See,
an
हाँ,
अरे
issue.
हाँ,
फेस
हाँ,
टू,
ठीक.
अरे ऑफिस आ जाना, फेस टू फेस दे देंगे सेशंस.
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ.
that would be great.
Okay, okay. Next, any other
usually what
question? Mahesh, go on.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ usually what happens कि as we are doing internship, what the mentors and manager think that they are actually very busy, so they don't give much time. So you may actually think, okay, he or she is not asking me, so I'll not report them back. So you shouldn't do that. Once you have done a small amount of task also, you should report them back, get them back. Then that will set a good impression, yeah. So that you are
Like कोई
doing
third year
the
है क्या
stuff.
इसका?
Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah.
Any third
Of
years are
course.
here?
हाँ, हाँ, third years.
फर्स्ट ईयर
Third
देख
Yes,
रहे
years.
हैं,
so
Let me see.
and yeah,
फर्स्ट ईयर से सेकंड
I
ईयर
would
में.
can
actually
speak.
add,
हाँ,
one more thing I forgot to add for MST profile, which is a communication profile. So the things that you can go study for OT is like digital communication, wireless communication, and then signals and systems, DSP, then information theory and coding. Most of the things are actually said already by Soumya Sambit. And one more thing, yeah, and some little bit about digital electronics, but for MST, there are not many questions on digital electronics. Yeah, so this will do. Yeah.
Okay, and another thing, if any of you is interested, really interested, I mean, second year students who are interested for MST profile, you can contact one guy called Hemsagar Mishra. He's your senior, okay, and he can really guide you in depth on that
Yeah,
MST profile.
actually
हाँ.
MST and communication का आज शेड्यूल नहीं हो पाया, so हिमसागर को भी होने वाला है बहुत जल्द, so
Okay,
not to
so
worry.
let them know, let them
हेमसागर
know.
है, गौरव मोदी है,
Gaurav Modi is
चंद्रशेखर
हाँ,
है,
there.
ऐसा
हाँ,
है.
Gaurav Modi is there.
Yeah,
And
soon.
नाम लिख
Yeah.
लो, उनको पिंग कर लेना लिंक्डइन पे या फेसबुक पे कहीं पे भी.
अरे मुझे पिंग
चंद्रशेखर,
करना, मैं
गौरव
कर रहा
मोदी.
हूँ ना.
हाँ,
वो करेगा सेशन और एक.
Okay, okay, okay.
अच्छा अभी
अरे मैं
नेक्स्ट
बोल रहा था
क्वेश्चन
कोई
एनी.
थर्ड ईयर है.
या
हाँ, third
थर्ड
year
ईयर
में कौन है?
कोई थर्ड ईयर हो तो
अरे
रेज
रेस
करो.
हैंड्स रेस कर लो.
तुम तो सेकंड
Or
में
you
हो
can
ना?
just speak. You can just speak.
मैं
Okay,
भी
Yeah.
if
सेकंड ईयर.
there is any student from third year who couldn't means get that internship, Qualcomm's internship,
Yeah.
don't be
Yeah, we want to
disheartened.
talk.
Okay, you always have means we don't know whether Qualcomm would be hiring FT when you are in fourth year from our college, but you'll always be having ample of opportunities to apply for off-campus opportunities. Okay,
And not only Qualcomm. Now
not
that
only
this
Qualcomm, a lot of
6 months,
companies. Yeah, yeah.
uh, so like basically, if you are in your third year now, and like your situation next year would improve a lot than this current year which we are going through for your
Yeah,
fourth year batch. So that is going to improve a lot. So don't be disheartened now that you have not got an internship or something. If
okay.
you can use your summer in a good manner, like Soumya has already touched upon a lot of projects that you can do for EC students. For software students, like I had said in the starting of the session only, if you are doing something from the GitHub, try to do something on your own from that. Add some features to it and make a note of it. And if you can, like Soumya has said, like contact professors, try to get a seal of approval of what you are doing. And even if you're not getting that, a unique project still counts something. So try to not just copy paste whatever you are getting. And that's what like would be a word of advice for anyone who has not got an internship. Third year means के summer में you have to focus on doing some projects on your own, as well as whatever internship, off campus internship you might get, or on campus भी अभी और आएंगे तो. Anyways, so that's.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of more companies would be also coming for
Business.
Start
internship.
preparing from now itself if you haven't
Yeah, yeah,
received the
yeah.
internship.
Okay.
Even if
Any other
something like
questions?
that doesn't work out, always try for some internships in companies without any pay also. Like it
Yeah,
it
yeah,
really
yeah.
doesn't matter. ये ये मत सोचो कि पैसा चाहिए मेरे को summer internship के लिए. This is a very wrong conception on the part कि whoever is getting a stipend in my campus is like of an elite level, let's say. That's entirely not true. You can obviously go ahead and do some project, real projects in some IIT or NIT, like fellow part NITs or even in your own college. That would be really helpful for any project that you do in like and go ahead and interview for a 6 month or a full-time opportunity at Qualcomm or at any semiconductor company for that matter. Like
Correct,
Yeah.
correct,
take an
correct.
that company whatever you are getting, don't think about stipend. अगर कोई unpaid दे रहा है and it's a form of a training, take it.
Yeah.
And everything helps your point of view because right now you are like you do not have any experience of any sort.
See,
Correct,
something
correct.
is better than nothing. So
Correct.
rather than sitting idle and doing nothing, just do something, even if it's
Yeah,
unpaid, as Anshad.
there are many free training kind of programs like which are kind of internships only that I guess Ansh had attended in his first year. After his first year, I guess the system on chip something was there, right? The
Another
training
thing,
program was there.
since Abhas and Ankita are from NIT Warangal,
Yeah.
you're from NIT Warangal, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
both of them.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but
So you can just share your insights. Means what things you means liked there, or what was different there, or which you appreciated.
Wait, there as in कहाँ Qualcomm में?
नहीं NIT
no.
Warangal.
NIT Warangal में in case of NIT
Overall,
Warangal की
अभी
case.
NIT
Overall,
topic से move on कर दे.
क्या?
moved on.
Sorry.
He has moved on.
Sorry, I didn't.
Okay, he has moved on. Okay. फिर भी कुछ past memories तो होगा.
Okay, अभी देखो दूसरों का क्वेश्चन ले लेते फिर ये डिस्कशन रखेंगे लास्ट को.
Okay, sure.
Any other question? मैं लास्ट को एक बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन लोग बच्चों का रखा हूँ. मतलब बच्चों को नौकरी में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, उसमें बहुत इंटरेस्ट है. मैं अभी
Motivation.
नहीं नॉट मोटिवेशन. हाँ, द मेन मोटिवेशन.
That's the main motivation, bro.
हाँ, 15 क्वेश्चन उसमें से यही थे कि पर्क्स क्या होते हैं क्वालकॉम में जाने के बाद.
works क्या होता है?
Ans and Sasank, तुम दोनों बोलो.
हाँ सब हाँ, you two guys. You should start with
अच्छे से
Sasank.
story है. Starting off. अभी बोलना है क्या?
हाँ, ऑब्वियसली बोल रहा है, बच्चे पूछे हैं.
हाँ, तो first. तू बोले मैं बोलूँ.
Mobile wireless subsidy
Mobile-
basically. So basically, once in every 2 years, you can buy a phone which has a Qualcomm chipset or a Qualcomm modem. Let's say like Apple में भी शायद आ जाएगा अभी. तो हाँ, so and anyone who has a Qualcomm modem or a Qualcomm processor, you can get a 15,000 off, like or 50% off. If you are buying something like for 20,000, it would be of 10,000. Or if you are buying
Minimum of 15 or 50% or 15K.
yeah, that's the basic first one. Second, stocks का breakup बता दे. That's not it.
नहीं.
क्या है? वो छोड़ो.
Stocks का
छोड़.
वो पर्क्स नहीं है.
Perks और
Perks मतलब ऐसा है कि we have like insurance वगैरह का तो वो है.
Yeah.
उसके बाद
Health insurance, travel
points
insurance.
बचते हैं. With that points we can purchase our desktops, our tables, chairs, headphones. अभी जैसे मतलब due to our corona pandemic अभी हमको one time gift मिला है जिसमें earbuds है, tables है, the Portronics and all, headphones है, ये सब
In
मिलता है.
short, there are a lot of
Sanitization
perks.
kit है.
Okay, so don't be worried about that.
अभी छोड़ो, ये जान लेने दो थोड़ा, मोटिवेट हो जाओ. क्वालकॉम जाना है, सेकंड ईयर बहुत है, थर्ड ईयर में क्वालकॉम लगा के रहना है, कुछ भी हो जाए.
This is nothing hard and fast. Means there are a lot of other companies where you get much higher pay and much more perks.
मेजर है तुमको नया चीज जानने को मिलता है इंडस्ट्री में आने से पहले. You get to know a lot of insider stuff.
टेक्निक में देखो बहुत insider stuff.
Yeah. And that you cannot share actually.
Yeah. You cannot share, but you will be proud of it. Like you are working on it.
चलो,
Okay.
और किसी को कुछ क्वेश्चन है या फिर we will end the session here.
हाँ
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 फिर वो पर्सनली चैट करेगा.
yeah. You can contact us personally.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be
So
great. So
और
thank
I
you.
किसी
guess
को कोई question
no one is having any question. Anyone else? Last 30 seconds to raise your hands. Last, sorry.
last call for it.
Okay, I think we should end it here.
Yeah,
Mm.
we should
Yeah.
end it here.
Thank you
So
all.
If
thank
you have any
you
more
everyone.
doubts, like yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ping any of us.
You
Like you can
can,
take our number from
Mhm.
Vishal.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Correct,
Or
correct.
you can ping
I'll
us.
be
Yeah.
providing your, yeah, you can
Yeah,
get
bro.
the, I'll be sharing their LinkedIn profiles if they're okay with it. And you
Yeah,
can
sure.
connect with them.
Yeah, you can share. Yeah.
And
Sure.
thank you guys for being available for this session out of your busy schedule out there. So it means a lot for Elite Buzz, and I guess you will keep you have motivated the hell out of the second year guys mainly, and they are going to now not rant at least that हमें selection नहीं हो रहा, ये नहीं हो रहा, वो नहीं हो रहा after all the suggestions. So I will be ending here. Thank you.
Like, share, and
Thank you,
subscribe.
seniors.
Like, share, and subscribe बाद में.
Thanks,
अभी
Vishal.
session.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.